not stronger. I'm strong enough to kill you. You are my life now.
How do you know Chuck the Movie Guy?
Because I was watching an interview with
Daniel Radcliffe, maybe?
no, with Christian Bale.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other day, yeah.
That was a freaking good interview.
Yeah,
I
it was
can toot my own horn, movieguy.com.
It was really good.
And you know something? And apparently that was the only good interview he gave that day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I hopefully...
It was a really good interview.
Well, thank you. And now everything from here will be a letdown. You spent a lot of time in trees in this movie.
Yep.
In Oregon. I lived there for 4 years.
Oh, really? You spent a lot of time in trees?
Yeah, I did, strangely enough, picking ticks out of my non-existent hair. It's a word, but I'm assuming you're no stranger to wire work, though, right?
Well, I've been hit.
Yeah.
Doing wire work before, where you're just pulled by the wire. But this is the first time I've actually had to try and control my body. It's very hard.
I understand it's experimental process that they were doing. You had to they made it look like you were running fast.
Yeah, it was no one really knew how to. We were just inventing stuff. The wire which we used to run fast is a setup for a camera, to film cars and stuff, and we were just just put the guy in it, just hang him off it, and so no one really knew if it would work, and it was kind of all these things where the wire would bounce because you're pretending to run, and so it would get all the balance off. And so you had to have complete center of gravity. You'd have to be so still, but also moving, and then try and make it not look robotic, and it was impossible.
No, I was completely unaware of the Twilight world, and once I became aware, I suddenly noticed it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that the fans have been coming out of the woodwork even before the movies have been released.
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard of it when I went into it, and I didn't really know about it the whole time I was shooting. And then when we came back to LA to do reshoots, suddenly 200 fans were at the set. And we were just like, what? And everyone who was involved with it was like, what is going on? Where did this start? And then literally from that day forth, when we went back to LA, people came up to you the whole time in the street, and it's like, how do you know? And it literally changed. It used to be from Harry Potter, and suddenly one day they're just like, it's Edward Cullen. It's a really strange experience.
Except now you are Harry Potter. I think, and it's only just started, my friend. I think you're in for a world of, your life has changed forever, I think.
I really didn't know what to think yet.
Now, Edward, I guess the tortured soul is the best way to describe the character, right?
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Now, how does one portray being tortured? Is a lot of just brooding? Did you practice your brooding?
I practiced my brooding face, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think everybody has some kind of torture. I mean, I've never met someone who has absolutely no conflict within themselves, and you just have to keep emphasizing it, just keep picking at it, and then eventually, it's quite. It was a nice character to explore that type of part of your brain.
Imagine the first day of filming, you're all excited, then you get to set, okay, gotta be brooding. Imagine that must be exhausting, just being brooding.
The first day of set, we had to shoot the big fight at the end.
No way!
Yeah, and so that was the most stressful thing, because, I mean, I had to set up doing the whole pretty thing, because he's supposed to be pretty the whole time, super strength, brooding, tortured soul, everything, on a wire rig, killing someone. And it's I don't know. I mean, that was tough doing that fight scene first.
And I want to end with the kiss. The slowest attempt at a kiss I think I've ever seen. Was it just constantly slower, you're going too fast? I mean, that was a long...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the whole thing. He's trying to, control himself, going in and stuff. I mean, yeah. I think I just took way too long. I like dramatic pauses.
Yeah, obviously. Hey, I can't wait to see the next one. Thanks so much.